What's going on, good people? It's your man, Big Al, Big Swole, doing it real big on the Alan Michaels Show. And I am sitting in here with one of the baddest, right? You could tell that this woman is crazy. Like, she is an entrepreneur. She is a philanthropist. She is someone that y'all need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, sitting in with me today is Miss Macy Dunbar. How you doing, Macy?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Oh, look at her. Y'all tell her? You could tell she got it going. Look at the dress. Look at it. I'm afraid to touch. Ooh, goodness. All right. So, Miss Macy is on the show with us today because we are talking about what she is doing, her entrepreneurship. We are talking about her incredible contribution to the culture. Everything about what we do here at Platinum Media Concepts and Platinum Media Studios is about providing, adding to the culture and not
Absolutely.
Just laughing, hee, ha, ha, and all that kind of stuff all the time.
Hee, ha, ha is good too.
Not all the time, because we got to get that message out, right? All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Miss Macy, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about yourself?
So first and foremost, I want to tell you thank you for having me on your show. I'm so excited to be here, guys. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be in the presence of excellence.
I don't know.
It's a blessing.
Right.
So a little bit about me, my story. We'll be here all day if I start to talk about my story. I am originally from West Africa, Monrovia, Liberia. And my family moved to the U.S. almost 40 years ago. I know I look like I'm 12, but...
Come on now. Don't do that. We trying to focus. You're going to have the fellas calling me, talking about who was that?
That's a good thing.
Okay.
I know y'all booked some time in the studio. Y'all can ask me who I am.
Okay.
I'm just keeping it real.
Okay.
So, yes, I am... I consider myself an ambassador for beauty and a global citizen for beauty because I'm so passionate about what I'm doing around the world as well as in the U.S. and transforming people's lives.
You often go back, right? You often go home?
Yes, I just started the journey of going home back in 2015. I started to go back home. My first trip back home was I was covering Fashion Week for a magazine out of New York. Mm-hmm. And that was what landed me back in Africa after like almost 38 years. And when I went home, I noticed a lot of work that needed to be done in terms of education. Africa needs a little bit of everything, but I figured I have to play my little part, and my little part of playing was to educate, to get girls off the street, empower the mothers to be able to take care of their families, not limited to Liberia or not limited just to Africa, mm-hmm. but on a global initiative.
Okay, so as the ambassador, is that what you said?
Yes, I'm a beauty ambassador.
The beauty ambassador. Let's talk about your entrepreneurship and what led you to start your own beauty line and take the leap of faith on yourself. You just I can't do it no more. I got to do me, and I got to do what I've been designed to do, so I'm jumping. So what was that about?
But, it's funny you say that because I've been in the industry for almost 30 years. Like I said, I know I look like I'm 12.
All day.
I got to keep plugging that in, y'all.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in the industry for almost 30 years, and when my background is computers. I have my degree in computer information systems, mm-hmm. and I got laid off my job, and my girlfriend. That's
how it always starts.
Yes.
Mr. Atkins, can I see you in my office? You already know. Just give me my stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Give me my paperwork. Let me sign.
Right.
Sign. So my girlfriend told me to go to beauty school because all my nails always looked nice. Mm-hmm. So I went to beauty school, got my license. Fast forward, I worked as a licensed manicurist, esthetician, and massage therapist. I owned a spa in DC for many, many years, 27 years, and I closed last year. And the product came about after my mom passed. After my mom passed away, I started to take inventory of my quote unquote successes. And I do a lot of self-check-in. And my check-in with myself was, what kind of legacy am I really going to leave behind if I die today?
Wow.
So my legacy that I felt was leaving behind was creating I did makeup before I did nails. So makeup came to me naturally. And in my salon, we always customize everything.
Okay.
So doing makeup was going to be easy for me. So what I did was I went back to school and learned. I went back to school and wanted to learn the chemistry behind the makeup.
Gotcha.
Instead of just having a brand. So the brand came about after my mom passed.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
creating a legacy.
It's always something to be said because they say with death comes birth.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
that's some real deep stuff,
That
right?
is
Like,
deep. Yes.
and it does not always mean the birth of a person, but it
Yes.
could be an energy that's necessary for you
Yes, to
to
rebirth.
born
Yes.
or rebirth, or
Yes.
and that's amazing. They call that. Y'all, we ain't gonna go in this today, but that's the ancestors looking out for you.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
when Mama go and when Big Mama go and all those folks go
Yes.
back to and become one
Yes.
with our ancestry, then
Yes.
they begin to look out and they begin to, to really push, man. So I am. It's tough when we lose folks, but when you look at things on a much broader level,
Yes.
you understand that connection.
But you have to be in a space where you can receive that. Because oftentimes for us, sometimes it goes way over our heads and we wake up one day we're still 50, 60, 65, 68. You're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, really? You're trying to figure it out? How old are you again?
It's over. It's over. Look, let me
Yes.
tell y'all, I quit my job in January, and I did so because my rib told me, she said, look, it's time. You serving two masters, you never get to your greatness.
Yes.
And it wasn't that I hated my day job or anything like that. It was just they are not going. You don't want anybody else in complete control of your worth
Yes.
and your upward mobility.
Yeah, but with that being said, though, Alan, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. I really think that, first of all, if everybody work for themselves, who's going to work for us?
True.
So the willpower it takes, the attitude it takes, this stay in,
The hustle.
the hustle it takes, everybody don't have that.
Look, we don't never sleep.
Never. 365.
Never sleep.
And that 365 nonstop, you constantly on it. You could be walking down the street, you see a dog, and you say, okay, I need to go shoot something right. You're
Right.
never sleeping. Whereas the average person can go to work, get home, get off at 5. 5 o'clock doesn't exist for you.
Right. It don't. I find myself working way more now
Yes.
than I did ever working for somebody else.
Absolutely.
But it's not. Chris Rock said it best. I was watching something on Facebook, and he says, when you're working for somebody, you'll come in and you're working, try not to look at the clock, and you say, I'm gonna wait another hour, and then I'm gonna wait another hour, and I'm gonna wait another hour, and say, I'm gonna finally look at my clock, and it's only 10 minutes after you got there. Right? It's like, that's so true. But when you are working for yourself,
Yes.
I will wake up, start a project, blink again, and it's 10:30, 11:30, 12:30 at night.
Yes.
So when you sleeping, I'm grinding, and that's what you mean when you say entrepreneurship is not for everyone.
It's not.